Back to Being the Odds. It is Thursday, July 31st, 2025, and I am so happy I'm about to say this. We are back with our NFL best bets of the day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Zach, and welcome to Being the Odds. And make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video, just like the video because football's back and give good vibes. And make sure the notification bell so you never miss a pick. We post these NFL videos every single day that they're on. We also have an MLB video out right now, so definitely check that out immediately after this one's over with. Let's recap last season. Let's get in the picks. So last season we had a fantastic season as a membership, as a channel. We took home 48.32 units last year in the NFL. College football, we had a great year, 87.66 units, and I can't wait, man. We're going to start dominating early on in this. We're going after a nice preseason record here. And we only have one game, so we have one pick. And we're going to go through this, okay? So first things first, let's get to the actual pick here. We got Chargers and Lions tonight, Thursday, in Canton for the Hall of Fame game. And when we're looking at this, before I get to the pick, here's how we're going to look at this. We've got three different ways we're going to look at this play, okay? I'm going to give you guys three factors. Number one, we got to look at coaching, quarterback, depth. That's how you look at preseason. Preseason is a lot different than what many people are used to when it comes to betting the NFL. Because when you're looking at this, the Chargers got embarrassed last playoff when they went against the Texans, and the Lions lost to my Redskins in a heartbreaking defeat for them. But you got to look at this where you're looking at a 15-2 Lions team versus 11-6 Chargers team, but they're not playing their starters. I mean, almost no one's. I don't think there's any starters who are playing at all in this game. So you have to look at this. First off, when I look at this game, the first thing I look at is the depth chart. Let's talk about depth for a minute. Looking at depth chart, let's start with the quarterback. Let's talk about who's playing. Goff, Herbert, they're not playing. And on the Chargers side, they're not even playing Taylor Heineke, which is really, really interesting. Who's the second stringer? We're going to start out with the Trey Lance is going to be the starter for the Chargers, and Hendon Hooker is going to start for the Lions. And when we're looking at this, Hendon Hooker is what was a really solid quarterback, obviously at Tennessee. They played great until he tore up his knee. He's only playing a couple series from every report that I have. And we're looking at the Chargers. Trey Lance is going to play for 2.5 quarters here. That's a really, really big deal because Trey Lance is your perfect preseason quarterback. An okay thrower, but can move. And with the Chargers team, they've got a strong, they've got good depth. They have some really good depth in the skill positions. We're looking at him specifically when you're thinking about the fourth quarter. DJ U's going to be playing. And by the way, you might be thinking, oh my God, DJ U in the NFL. There's no expectations for him. He has a better support system, a way better O-line, and you're talking about a team that's run that's going to have Greg Roman run the offense. There's going to be a lot of handoffs. He's going to have a lot of easy throws, which is going to be big for DJ. But you have Kamani Vidal, who's very, very good. Hassan Haskins is a fantastic running back when it comes to preseason standards. And they've got some really, really solid wide receivers, and they've got good defensive depth. On the other hand, with the Lions, I mean, they're having to pay people now. And because of that, they don't have the same sort of depth that the Chargers do. That's not what they have. I mean, if you're looking down here, I mean, you don't really. I watch a lot of college football. I did a lot of research during this video. You can't even find damn near where all these quarterbacks, wide receivers and tight ends and running backs are from the Lions. They don't have any sort of. There's nothing there in my opinion. Now the Lions are somehow still favored, but there's a trap line because the public is heavily on the Lions today because they remember them being 15-2. But then we think about coaching. Dan Campbell and Jim Harbaugh are both fantastic. I would call that a wash. But here's the difference: is that the Lions lost both their coordinators, and everyone knows it. But the public doesn't, and the public just sees they still have the same guys. I mean, their starting lineup is basically the same people, but without Ben Johnson and without Aaron Glenn. This is a big deal, and everyone's getting used to a new system, and they're going to prioritize more first and second string reps, which I mean every team does, but they're going to be prioritizing those even more than the average person because they've got to get used to a really new system, new terminology, similar concepts, specific for the Lions case, but they're going to have to get used to a lot of different things. So these third stringers, they're going to, especially on defense and specifically on offense, they're going to have issues like that. That is just what's going to happen in this game. And the Chargers, they have a really, really solid, they've got solid coordinators. They haven't left. And also, Like, the Chargers are coming off an embarrassing loss in the playoffs, and Harbaugh still needs to reestablish culture for the Chargers because this team is just like, they have there's a whole term called chargering where they just basically blow a game they should win. They're trying to reestablish culture while the Lions, on their hand, have established a great culture, but they have a hangover from the playoffs. They don't have to establish a ton of culture right now. And all the Lions give a fuck about, obviously, is getting back to the playoffs and performing way better than they did against my Redskins. While the Chargers, on the other hand, are just looking to establish it, where every game matters, every matchup matters, everything matters, including Hall of Fame games and preseasons. I love this team. I think the Chargers are going to win this game. I'm taking them on the money line plus 114. You want a safer play, bet the spread at plus 1.5. But the public, every sucker and their mother's on the Lions today, so we're going with the Chargers money line plus 114 against the Lions. The rest of our plays, go click the link in the comment below and become a member. As a member, you get all our members-only best bets every single day, which was profitable best bets on a day-to-day basis. On top of that, you do have a direct line to me, so any game you're considering betting, reach out to our hotline number, get a guaranteed response back about any game you're considering betting, and you get all our free picks too on YouTube, sent to you before these videos come out. That would take advantage of early lines, early odds, and the website is linked in the pinned comment below. And guys, like I said, we do have an MLB video live right now, so definitely go check those out once you're done with this one. But guys, let's go lock in those picks. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money, and I'll see you all tomorrow and check out those other videos.